Hello friends, welcome back. Vineet here, and in this video we are going to look at something very interesting, which is the YBite Scratch Course Enhancement or the WISE program. Now if you're looking at this video, chances are high that you know that YBite has this three-level elaborate Scratch curriculum, which is activity driven, which is engaging, and which is something that our students as well as teachers just love doing. Now we are talking of making this program even better by involving students who have previously gone through it. And that to us is WISE, which stands for Student Driven YBite Scratch Course Enhancement Program. Now I must say that every student who comes to our program in fact enhances it by doing projects with a lot of heart. In fact, students try great ideas which we showcase back to students, and that in fact enhances the program in its own way. However, here we are talking of students to stay connected even after the classes are over, right? So which means that once the classes are over, you can still stay connected, still enhance the program, and that's what we mean by WISE. Right now you might wonder, how may this happen? So there are two specific things that we have thought about. First one is project creation and contribution, which means that as I said, when the program is running, you guys are all busy making projects. That's great. You're trying your different kind of ideas, which is fantastic. But then after the course is over, also you might have some ideas, right? You may have seen some projects, for example, on the Scratch platform. Maybe you would have seen some projects somewhere else. You may want to build that in Scratch, or perhaps some ideas that probably from bonus, you got some ideas which you want to try, right? Anything that you think you can make, you can contribute that project along with instructions so that other students can also try them, learn from them and benefit from them. In fact, even enhance them. And number two is mentorship. Well, mentorship, the idea is simple. You could help to mentor students who are newer compared to you in their programming journey. So if you think about it, what we are getting at over time is to create a community of individuals passionate about programming, having gone through a similar journey as yours, just like you, right? So this is a community which I think can be very powerful going forward. Now, who can participate in this program? Well, as you know, there's a three-level program. In between, sometimes there are breaks. So any student who has completed the intermediate level can start contributing projects and mentor beginners, which means that if there's a student who has done advanced level, no matter when in the past, you can come back and join this program. You're most welcome. For those of you who are, let's say, in the beginners or between beginners and intermediate, well, hang on for a while. Once you complete intermediate, you'll be most welcome. But in the meantime, you can look at these projects from the WISE program and try implementing them, try reaching out to the people who have created them so that all of you can learn from it. Yeah. Now, how is this whole thing going to work? So like I said, this is meant to be a student driven activity. So we are trying to create an atmosphere where there's collaborative work among students, right? So what will happen is that for project creation, you will register on our website. We will add you to a studio as a curator, right? What this means is that we'll add you to Scratch Studio. Since you are a curator, you will be able to contribute projects. You will be able to chat within the studio, so which means that you can all stay connected with each other, build projects, share ideas, help each other, complete your project, create learning material, which is notes and video. Right now, I anticipate, I hope these three steps become like a collaborative work among students, right? So take ideas from each other, give ideas, help each other debug problems, and come up with something unique, something special. Once you're ready with all that, we'll feature your project on the YBite website, right? You can already look at the website. We have a couple of projects available there. But I must add that projects will be featured on the website only after the accompanying material is also ready, because only with this accompanying material, which is the notes and videos, does the project become, something that others can also implement, right? Now coming to mentorship, well, it works a little bit differently, but it's quite similar in a way. So you register on the platform. Uh, we attach you to a beginner student who we think or who thinks who will benefit from this mentorship, right? So your job will be to kind of guide the student along, tell them about the methodology, tell them about the course, tell them about where to find the different resources, for example the bonus videos and so on, and possibly help them solving their problems. Right now, I want to make it very, very, very clear at this point that in our program, every student is held responsible for his or her own work, right? So which means we mark you for the work you are doing. Even when I guide you, I never solve the problem on your behalf, right? I always give you ideas. The project is finally yours, which means even as a mentor, yes, you'll be guiding the students, you'll be telling them what to do, but ultimately it's their work that they have to, they have to finish. So keep that in mind. It's always their work. You're just guiding them in case they get stuck. Now, you might wonder, okay, why should I do all this? I mean, what's in it for me after all, right? Well, there are a few things I can think. Number one, this is a great opportunity for you to practice, right? Now, as you know, when the course goes on, the motivation is very high. You try different ideas, somebody looks at them, gives you feedback, so you feel very excited. But this opportunity always, this opportunity stays with you even after the course is over. So since we are creating a community here, I think this is a great opportunity for you to keep practicing programming, and like anything else in programming, practice brings perfection. Number two, this is an opportunity for you to showcase. Right now, as you know, we run project showcases, and I'm like thrilled with the excitement that you guys bring in when you are presenting your project. Right now, we are creating you one more avenue to showcase your talent, showcase your project. And in fact, you can be quite creative about this, right? So, discuss among yourselves. I see many of you are very, very creative. Think of some unique ways to present your projects. I mean, maybe think of something which is very attractive, right? Which is something completely maybe different from the way we typically do our showcases. Go ahead and implement that, because this is your opportunity to showcase, right? And finally, this is an opportunity for you to inspire others, right? So you are, like I said, we are forming a community. And what you will find is that when you inspire others, in fact, you grow a lot more than probably you would have imagined otherwise. Now, if let's say, I hope this is all sufficient motivation, but for whatever reason, if this is not sufficient motivation, we are adding a little bit of bonus to this as well. So after the basics comes the bonus. We are going to give you credits for the work that you do as part of the WISE program. So, for example, for every project featured on YByte website, we'll give you 200 credits. For mentoring a beginner level student, also we will give you 200 credits. Now, these credits will have a monetary value, which you can use later on in the courses. But I really, really hope this is not the motivation that you're coming in. I mean, this is an added incentive, like I said, added incentive. Like I said, this is a bonus that comes after the basic. The basic is really practice, showcasing, and the community. All right, so before I wrap this up, I want to make a few points extremely clear, right? And these are important points to note, that first of all, this program is meant to be collaborative, not competitive, right? So we are not, looking at the best project, or you should not be doing this, that I must do a project which is better than everybody else and I must win this competition. No, this is not a competition. Like I said, this is a collaborative platform. We want all of you to discuss ideas, all of you to get better, learn from each other, help each other, and collaborate with each other. Number two, as I said in the beginning, this program is meant to be driven by the students, right? So as a teacher, we'll be watching it from a distance. Yes, we'll guide you, we'll chug you along, right? But we want really you guys to take initiative, because ultimately we want you guys to form this community, which I think will be very, very beneficial going forward. And finally, this program is purely voluntary, right? So, I know sometimes you have other commitments when the courses get over. That's all right. You can always come back to this at a later date. Nobody is ever going to question why you did not join WISE, because this is purely voluntary. So I hope you will join, but remember, this is entirely up to you. On that note, I'm going. All right, so if you do want to register for the WISE program, which I hope you will do, at least sometime in the future, go to the class website, go to the enhancements, booster projects. There's a simple Google form that you must fill. And once you fill that in, we'll know that you're coming in and we'll take you forward from there. Now, regardless of whether you are joining now or you might join in future, remember the eternal message that I always tell you guys: forever enjoy coding, because this is something that is creative, that gives you ideas, that makes you better in so many ways. Yeah. So keep that in mind. And with that note, take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.